Solicitor, Assistant Solicitor General. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Uh, so far, Mr. ASG, napatunayan natin that yung pagkakatayo po ng dalawang building, hindi pa talaga sa pangalan ng LGU Ozamis, sapagkat contestable po yun. These are private lots. At lumilitaw po talaga, these projects were built in advance prior to the consolidation of titles in the name of the city government. At yung isang bahagi nga ng project, I'm referring to the Malaubang project, Mr. ASG, ito ay tinayo sa isang public land. Yun po ay marshland, timberland. It's still part of the patrimonial domain of this country. It is inalienable and not yet disposable. Do you think, Mr. ASG, there are some liabilities or irregularities committed here?
Mr. Chair, Your Honors, we are not, we do not know, Your Honor. As far as our office is concerned, we responded to that invitation and we sent out letter. And we already stated in the first hearing that we did not represent the LGU or anybody in filing expropriation cases in connection with this project. So we do not know if the expropriation should have been referred to the national government and then that agency to have requested our assistance. Because from what I've gathered during the hearings, the expropriation was filed by the LGU because they are the ones acquiring the land.
Yes, sir. But the question now is, having established so far that the areas over which those buildings were constructed were either private lands, not yet in the name of the LGU, and the other one is a public land, do you think there are liabilities so far committed already here in just building those properties on areas not owned by the local government?
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, with regard to the expropriated area, there is actually nothing wrong with the expropriating agencies to start building a facility so long as they filed the expropriation and secured the proper writ of possession from the court. As to the marshland, since it belongs to the government, then the government can decide as to how it will use the land. I do not know with the DNR if it is the one administering the land referred to earlier as marshland. We do not know that, Your Honor.
The ASG, the records does not show that the DNR was consulted in this case, because I know this is owned by the national government. It is only the President of the Philippines and his alter ego, the department, the Secretary of DNR, who can make a proper disposition on these public lands. And the record does not show that the local government properly coordinated with the either the office of the President nor the office of the Secretary of the DNR. As a matter of fact, Mr. Chair, I will add that the congressman in that district filed a bill to convert that particular land into disposable and alienable. Meaning to say, it is now being corrected. That is why I ask for your opinion if at this point there is some irregularity or semblance or even colors of irregularity having made here, Mr. ASG.
Again, if it is marshland, I believe that is not subject to private appropriation.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. ASG. At salamat po sa inyong mga kasagutan. Mr. Chair, wala na po akong tanong muna sa ating ASG. I will now go to the clerk of courts in the RTC's branch 15 and branch 35 of Ozamis City.
Hello, the clerk of court of branch 15 and branch 35. Are you online? What? They're not online. DS Marcoleta. Only the deputy court administrator of the Supreme Court, Attorney Villanueva.
Ay, sayang, Mr. Chair, kasi so paano kaya ito? I have a couple of questions kasi sa kanila. We need to also clear this up. Kasi
I will direct the COMSEC to call them via maybe we can ask the court administrator to contact them.
Yes, Mr. Chair, towards the later part na lang siguro. Then I will go to the BIR kung meron po silang representative, Mr. Chair.
Attorney, Deputy Court Administrator Villanueva, are you online?
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Chair. Good afternoon, Your Honors.
Sir, can we ask for your assistance in corresponding with the clerk of court of the branch 15 and branch 35 if is there a way to
So
make them
the hearing today, Your Honor?
Yes, they were invited but they already confirmed but they are not here.
Sige po, I will check with them now, Your Honor. If you will
They were here already. They were here already 2 hours ago but they logged off. Maybe
baka
maybe
po eh. I will check. Your
Thank
Honor.
you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
I'll just give us a few minutes. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you po. Thank you po. DS Marcoleta, who?
Sa BIR muna tayo, Mr. Chair, if they are ready.
BIR?
Any
They're not here. They're not here. They are not here, DS.
Sayang din, ano? Kasi I meant to ask them sana, Mr. Chair, kung doon sa pagdideposit po ng requisite sa filing ng writ of possession, whether doon sa current zonal valuation, kung nasunod po sana yung valuation ng BIR because they will be able to credibly inform us. Although I have a slide, may I show the slide, Mr.
Yes.
Adam Comsec, please show slide number 21.
21 daw, 21.
21. That's the one, Mr. Chair. Ayan. Mr. Chair, medyo maliit po sa ako may kopya po ako kaya lang kayo po inaalala ko baka hindi nyo makita. Diyan po kasi ang pinakamalapit na reference point doon sa subject ng ating pinag-uusapan, yung area, yung circumferential road. Kasi po yan ang pinakamalapit. Kung mapapansin po ninyo, ang current valuation diyan is 7,500 per square meter. Yung po kasing binayad sa court, Mr. Chair, is only 1,200. This is the one I was trying to point out earlier during our last hearing. Kung nandyan lang sana yung BIR, I want him to also identify this and actually testify that this is the current zonal valuation as we speak, Mr. Chair. So yung pong pagkakabayad ng deposit in regard to the zonal valuation, masyadong malayo po yon. 1,200, samantalang ito po 7,500 at the minimum. Meron pa nga lumalabas dyan, Mr. Chair, kung makikita nyo, 13,000 square meter, per square meter. This is a commercial area, Mr. Chair. Kaya ang sinasabi natin, bakit naman kaya ganun lamang ang ibinayad? So kung wala po yung BIR, wala po tayong magagawa. Tatanungin ko na lang si Engineer Abinales kasi po, Mr. Chair, meron po akong document which I will again submit to the committee. Engineer Abinales is the one who issued the notice of taking of the properties for expropriation. Nandiyan pa po ba si Engineer Abinales?
Engineer Lyn Abinales. Please unmute. Carol Lyn Abinales. Engineer Abinales.
Engineer mo, ma'am.
Yes. DS Marcoleta, she's already,
Okay,
Respond.
thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
Engineer Abinales,
Yes, Your Honor.
I have a document in my possession that you were the one who issued the notice of taking of the properties expropriated in Barangay Lam-An. Is that correct? Bago ka sumagot, tingnan mo muna, baka mga sinungaling ka na naman katulad ng ginawa mo last hearing.
Tingnan ko
I
muna.
have the document with me.
Tingnan ko muna, sir. I'll check it.
It is dated January 16, 2019. Ang pamagat, notice of taking. Ikaw ang nakapirma rito. Babasahin ko ha. Yung second paragraph, to facilitate the processing of your documents relative to payment of just compensation, etc., etc. Ang itatanong ko kasi sa'yo,
Check mo.
under what authority can you facilitate the processing of payment of compensation to the affected owners?
Yun nga, i-check ko muna yung document, sir.
While you are checking this, will you please answer this question? Does your office have the authority to facilitate the processing of the payment of just compensation to the affected owners in Barangay Lam-An?
No, sir.
No, sir. O yan, maliwanag yan ha. Huwag mo nang iibahin yan. Magpe-perjury ka na naman.
Yes, sir.
O pero ginawa mo because I have this letter. Okay? Second question. Totoo ba na ang opisina mo ang pumili ng lugar para sa housing project sa Lam-An kagaya ng sinabi ng ating Honorable Mayor Oaminal kanina? Kayo pala yung pumili. Tama ba yon?
Oh, we have a hindi naman siguro yung kami ang pumili, sir, pero it's coordinated with the LGU.
Hindi, pero naririnig mo kanina, maliwanag naman yon. It is the DPWH which surveyed the area and they pinpointed exactly that suitable area for this housing project. Nandiyan ka naman kanina eh, maliwanag naman yun eh. So ngayon ay ang sabi mo, hindi naman kayo. Tama ba?
Yes, Your Honor. Hindi
So,
naman.
Mr. Chair, it is the word of the mayor against the word of Engineer Carol Lyn Abinales. Kasi baka magkaroon ka na naman ng kasong perjury dahil sa
It is the duty of the LGU to...
ang sinabi rito sa complaint, do sa amended complaint at saka do sa position paper ng LGU, at alam ko namang alam mo rin ito sapagkat kayo naman nag-implement, ang nakalagay rito ganito eh. These are identical allegations in the amended complaint and the position paper filed by the LGU Ozamis. Sabi niya, DPWH has coordinated with the plaintiff for the establishment of the project and it has chosen to build the multipurpose building housing project of Purok 6, Lam-An, Ozamis City. Okay, nasa page 3 ito ng amended complaint. Since plaintiff has already identified the problem involving the slum areas within the city and Purok 6 of Lam-An, Ozamis City, it is the most hazardous. Thus, the plaintiff has concurred with DPWH where the multipurpose building should be constructed. So malinaw dito, nag-concur lang sa iyo ang plaintiff eh, yung LGU. Kayo talaga ang pumili. So Mr. Chair, tayo nang bahala rito kung paano natin i-judge to. It's against the word of the mayor and the word of the engineer of DPWH. Ngayon, balik tayo doon sa unang tanong, Engineer Abinales. Nakita mo na ba yung sulat mo na nag-issue ka ng notice of taking? Kung wala kang kopya, padadalang kita through LBC sapagkat ikaw mismo nakapirma rito.
Wala akong kopya, sir.
Wala kang kopya. Natatakot ka na naman siguro. Pero ako, may kopya ako. Paano naman ako nagkaroon ng kopya? Ikaw, wala. O, pero wala kang authority. Sabi mo kanina to facilitate the processing. Alam mo kung sino may authority? Yung court. Ang court talaga ang magle-lay down ng standards kung paano babayaran ng just compensation.
Yes, sir. Opo.
Diyan po ba si Engineer Hipona, Mr. Chair, para siya na muna?
Nandyan siya. Nandito siya, DS Marcoleta.
Engineer Hipona, kung pwede, matanong ka uli.
Yes, yes, sir.
Comsec, can you please show slide number 28 for our reference? Number 28, 28, Comsec.
28 hanggang 27 lang.
Slide 28.
27 lang.
DS Marcoleta, that slides you provided is only up to number 27.
Tingnan nga natin, baka 27 yun, Mr. Chair.
27 is the letter.
Kasi sa note ko, 28. Anyway, pwede kayang ipakita ko, Mr. Chair, nakikita nyo ba?
Oo, nakikita namin.
Kung makikita nyo, Mr. Chair,
Tanggal yung screen share, Comsec, para makita natin. Okay, nakikita naman namin.
Mr. Chair, dito, gusto kong itanong kay Engineer Hipona, kung makikita niya, yung building 1 is perpendicular to Karangan Creek. Tama ba yun, Engineer?
It's parallel, sir. Parallel to the creek.
Parallel. Pagkatapos yung building 2, diagonal naman. Ayan.
Yes, sir. Diagonal.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Ngayon, kanina tinanong ko si Engineer Abinales, hindi naman daw kayo ang pumili nung site. Pero sabi ni Mayor, kayo ang pumili kagaya nung nakalagay sa kanilang complaint at sa kanilang position paper. Ano ba talaga? Kayo ba talagang pumili o hindi?
I don't know as to what happened before, but as far as I know, sir, maybe we chose the proper place, the place where the actual is now located based on the availability of the property, sir.
Paano mo naman nalaman? Kararating mo lang ngayon. Meron ka bang pinagbabasa?
Kasi yun ang kasi ang alam ko noon, sir, ang the phase 1 was supposedly located on the other side, but because the area was not yet available, it was then transferred on the besides the creek.
Kasi kaya ko tinatanong ito, Mr. Chair, yung building 1 parallel sa creek, yung isa diagonal sa building 1. Kung halimbawa pinagtabi na lang nila, Mr. Chair, 4 na lote ang hindi masasakop makakatipid sila, ang makukuha lang nila yung maliliit lang at tamang-tama lang. Ang itatanong ko, kung kayo ang pumili nito, bakit kinakailangan pahalang pa? Kaya nga nasagasaan ninyo ang napakaraming lote. Hindi na sana nagkaroon pa ng napakalaking usapin. Kung talagang pinag-isipang mabuti. Even from that point of view, I'm not an engineer, Mr. Chair, pero nakikita ko na talagang sinadya na i-cross dun sa mga nakahambalang na mga titles. Talagang makitang-kita natin. No? Sinagasaan niya yung mga samantalang kung pwede naman siyang itabi na lamang doon, ang laki na ng tipid sana, Mr. Chair. Anyway, that's an observation, Mr. Chair. Ngayon, Engineer Hipona, earlier, may binanggit ako sa iyo na PCMA report dated January 31, 2021. nakalagay doon sa page 79 ninyo, itong report na to, Engineer Hitona, is 108 pages all in all. On page 79, binabanggit ito yung project na pinag-uusapan natin ngayong hapon. Ang unang tanong ko sa iyo, nakalagay doon, date of expiry, May 21, 2020. Makikita natin dyan na COMSEC, slides 22 and 23, kung pwede mong irepasuhin na ipakita. Lumilitaw dyan na expiry date, sabi niya, May 21, 2020, may nakalagay na 100%. Engineer Hipona, anong ibig sabihin nun? That on May 21, 2020, what is the significance of 100% that is indicated on the next column with reference to the project subject of our inquiry today?
That is for phase 1, I believe, sir. Phase 1. It was declared 100% way back.
What does 100% mean? Kasi sa amin na non-engineers,
Okay, yes.
kapag sinabi
In
mo
our,
May 21, 2020, 100%, ang iisipin namin ni Mr. Chair dito, tapos na ang project kasi may nakalagay kang 100%. Sa akin
Yes,
kasi, feeding ito. Kung may papaliwanag mo, okay lang, engineer. Walang problema sa akin yon. But you know, ang chairman natin, maski ako, ewan ko, hindi naman nata engineer din si Mr. Chair. Alam ko, bankero ito. Pero ako po hindi engineer. Pero nang binasa ko, nakita ko, May 21, 2020, pagkatapos nakaalagay yung 100%, ang una ko pong iisipin, tapos na ang project, 100%. What does that mean anyway?
I'm a little bit confused, sir, because in our record, May 31, 2020, it is 71.36.
Okay lang, kung ikaw ay nakukompuse, mas lalo naman kami. Yun na nga yung hindi namin maintindihan. Ito kaya nga tayo nag-hearing. Kaya nga natin tinitingnan ito para linawin lahat ito, engineer, no? Kasi pag sasabihin mo 100%, hindi totoo yung kasi, alam mo ba, in the last hearing, yung contractor sinabi niya, nagsimula siya sa phase 1, May 2020. Pagkatapos makakakuha kami ng report na on the same month and day and year, tapos na ang project 100%. Paano nangyari yun? Makukompuse lamang kami dito. So, kailangan po ninyong ipaliwanag ito. Ito po yung value ng ating ginagawang pagpapakahirap sa araw na ito. Wala po tayong gustong pasamain sa barangay Lam-An, lalong-lalo na po yung mga mamamayan. Gusto po nating ilagay sila sa magandang kalagayan. Gusto nating makita na yung proyekto para sa kanila ay talagang natupad na maayos at lahat ay nakabase sa hinihingi ng batas at lahat ng mga proseso na kailangan nating gawin at gampanan.
Sir, the project was declared 100% December 31 of 2020 as per our PCMA report. It was not reported 100% as of May, but December 31 of 2020. Maybe
what does 100% mean to us?
100% means it is substantially complete as per contract, as per quantity provided in the contract.
Alam mo, engineer, sabi ko nga sa'yo, kami mga simpleng tao lang. Kapag sinabi mong 100%, yung project tapos na. Ganun ang pagkakaintindi namin. So parang ayusin natin ng hindi pagkakaunawaan dito, sapagkat pati ang public nami-mislead. Paano magiging 100% yung phase 1? Kitang-kita naman natin, pinakita ko nung nakaraang hearing, wala pa nga biga yun Wala pa nga bubong Wala pa.
Yes, sir.
Paano mo sasabing 100% yun?
The project is treated on a per contract basis, not on the whole project, because the project is a partial construction of the entire building.
Paano natin ipaliliwanag sa mga mamamayan ng Lam-An, lalong-lalo na yung mga taong umaasa na titira sila diyan? Ang sasabihin mo ba, 100% na pero hanggang doon lang muna kami. Wala muna kayong matitirhan. Ganun ba? Yung ba ang gusto niyong ipaliwanag sa kanila? Kanina,
no, sir.
Kanina, sinasabihan pa nila ako na wag na raw akong makialam. Hindi po ako nakikialam dito. Gusto lang nating makita sa kapakanan nila kung talagang yung project na yan ay talagang matutustusan natin sang-ayon doon sa hinihiling ng mga proseso ni Sir Engineer. Ipaliwanag mo nga doon sa mga beneficiaries yan kung tatanggapin nila. Kasi makikita nila 100%. Pagkatapos, hindi nila matitiran. Bakit? Walang biga, walang bubong, walang... it is not in a position where they can inhabit already the place. Hindi sila pwedeng tumira doon. O, ipaliliwanag mo ba sa kanila? Teka muna, maghintay kayo. As far as we are concerned, 100% na yan. Tatanggapin ba? Tatanggapin ba yung report mo ng ganun lang, engineer?
Sir,
Yes, sir. You be honest.
in our practice, sir, it is always in accordance as to contract quantities. So it is 100% as per contract quantities, and it will be, and that additional releases will then follow for the total completion of the project, sir.
Ganun ba kayong mag-implement ng project?
100% as per contract only, but additional allocation is needed to complete the entire building, sir.
Oh,
That is because our reporting, sir, is only based on the amount provided by us under the GAA.
May ano yun ah.
alam mo ba kung magkano yung yung funding ng phase 1?
Pardon, sir?
How much is the funding of phase 1?
Total funding is 35 million for the Lam-An section, sir.
Oh, if I refer you to the GAA, 50 million ang nakalagay doon. Hindi 35.
Because that is composed of 2 sites, Malaubang and that is a cluster project, sir.
So,
The first portion is for Malaubang, and the second portion is for Lam-An.
Mr. Chair, ang ibig sabihin ba ni Engineer Hipona, yung 35 million, yun na yung forma niya, yung 2 floors na hindi tapos? Walang bubungan, walang biga, no nothing. Yun ba yung 35 million?
Yes, sir. Because there was aberration order, sir. We have to in-bank according to records, sir. This office changed the program by putting embankments, sir, on the lower portion of the build area, sir. And then
Kaya nyo pala binawasan eh. Di ba 4 floors lahat yon? Ginawa na ninyong second floor. At napatunayan natin kung bakit mo ginawang second floor. Sabi mo, mahina ang pundasyon. Ang ibig mo sabihin,
yes,
dinrowing nyo na, inapprove nyo na yung 4 floors na building, pagkatapos tsaka lang kayo nag-soil exploration. Bakit pabaligtad ang inyong ginagawa, engineer?
Based on records, sir, the 4-story building was only a proposed plan, and then after the soil exploration, soil was quite weak, so that's why we have to revise the plan. The office has to revise the plan, sir, into 2-story.
Oo, pero kayo lang ang nagre-revise. Hindi alam ng central office na nire-revise ninyo. Kasi ang pondo rito ang pinag-uusapan natin. Ngayon, ang tinanong kita last hearing, kaya mo ni-revise kasi peligroso sapagkat mahina ang lupa. At ang maximum, sabi mo pa sa akin, hanggang 2 floors lang. At sinabi mo sa akin, di ba? Pagkatapos sinabi naman ni D.S. Oaminal, maglalagay siya ng isa pang floor, magiging 3rd floor. Ang sabi mo, yun ang gusto ni Congressman. So ang sinusunod mo naman pala, hindi yung central office ninyo. Ibig mo sabihin po pwede yung pangatlong palapag doon kahit na bumagsak yung Akala ko ba maximum mo 2 floors lang. Anyway, Mr. Chair, nakikita na natin kung saan pumupunta ang mga sagot ng ating mga bisita at maski siya nakukumpus din siya kung paano niya sasagutin yon at hindi ko naman siya sinisisi sapagkat kung tayo nga ay hindi rin natin masundan sapagkat sila na rin ang nagsasabi na talagang napakalabo ng mga report kasi Mr. Chair, with all due respect to the DPWH.